Have you ever noticed your dog sitting quietly, constantly licking its paws again and again? You might think it's just cleaning itself, but what if I told you that your dog might actually be trying to tell you something important? Something serious that most dog owners completely miss. Because when a dog keeps licking its paws non-stop, it's not just a habit. It's a message, a signal, and sometimes, it's a silent cry for help. Dogs do lick their paws as a part of normal grooming, after walks, after eating, or before sleeping. But when that licking becomes repetitive, obsessive, or focused on one paw more than the others, it's not normal anymore. It means your dog is uncomfortable, anxious, or even in pain. And it's your job to understand what your furry friend is trying to say. One of the most common hidden reasons is allergies. Just like humans, dogs can be allergic to grass, pollen, dust, or even certain ingredients in their food. When their paws touch something that irritates them, the skin begins to itch. Since dogs can't scratch like we do, they lick to soothe themselves. But the more they lick, the more the area becomes red, sore, and inflamed, creating a painful cycle that never ends. If you notice this behavior more after outdoor walks or during certain seasons, allergies could be the reason. Another possibility is infection or parasites. Sometimes tiny organisms like mites, fleas, or ticks hide between a dog's toes. Even a small bacterial or fungal infection can make the paw burn or itch intensely. Your dog starts licking to relieve that irritation, but the saliva can actually make the infection worse. You may even notice a bad smell or hair loss around the paw, a clear sign that your dog needs veterinary help. But not all licking is caused by physical pain. Sometimes it's emotional. Dogs experience stress, loneliness, and anxiety, and they express it through repetitive behaviors. Just like humans bite nails or tap their fingers when nervous, dogs lick their paws to calm themselves. The act of licking releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals, giving them temporary relief. But over time, it can turn into a habit that's hard to break. If your dog spends a lot of time alone, or if there's been a recent change in your routine, their licking might actually be a sign of emotional distress, not a physical problem. There's also the possibility of injury or hidden pain. A tiny thorn, splinter, or cut can cause serious discomfort. Sometimes, debris from the road or even salt from icy pavements gets stuck between their paw pads. Dogs instinctively lick the area to clean or soothe it, but if the object stays embedded, it becomes worse. Older dogs might lick their paws because of joint pain or arthritis. It's their way of drawing attention to a part of the body that hurts, hoping you'll notice. In more serious cases, excessive licking can lead to something called acral lick dermatitis, also known as lick granuloma, a condition where the dog licks one area so much that it becomes raw, open, and infected. This behavior often starts due to boredom or stress but becomes a compulsive disorder over time. The wound hurts, so they lick more, and the more they lick, the worse it gets. It's heartbreaking because even though they're hurting, they can't stop. But sometimes the cause is even simpler and completely preventable. The cleaning products you use on your floors might be irritating your dog's paws. Many disinfectants and scented sprays contain chemicals that are harsh for animals. When your dog walks on those surfaces, their paw pads absorb the residue, causing burning and itching. They lick to relieve it, but it keeps returning every day. Switching to pet-safe cleaners can make a huge difference. Another hidden reason is nutritional deficiency. If your dog isn't getting enough omega-3 fatty acids or essential vitamins, their skin can become dry and itchy. Licking is their way of trying to moisturize it. Improving their diet or adding vet-recommended supplements can help restore skin health naturally. Whatever the cause, whether it's allergies, infection, stress, or habit, one thing is clear: constant paw licking is never something to ignore. It's your dog's way of saying, something's not right. Dogs can't speak, they can't point, but they can show us through their behavior. You just have to pay attention. If you ever see your dog licking its paws more than usual, stop and look closely. Examine the paws gently. Check for redness, wounds, or swelling. Notice if the behavior changes after walks or meals. Small observations can save your pet from big suffering. And if it continues even after basic care, take your dog to a vet immediately. Remember, your dog trusts you more than anyone else. It depends on you to understand its pain, its fear, and its comfort. So next time you see your dog licking its paws again and again, don't just ignore it. Because it's not just a habit. It's a message from the one creature who loves you unconditionally. Your dog can't say the words, but its actions say everything. You just have to listen.